Hi everyone, this video is to demonstrate the testing procedure for the Hydro FF pump controller. For that, we will first hang the controller on the board and then we will bring the measuring stem by the controller and hang it by the side. First, we will unwind the full length of the cable which is connected to the stem. At the end of the cable, you can see a terminal connector. As you can see, the entire length of the cable is unwound. Next, we will loosen the nut on the top of the stem and pass it along the full length of the cable and take it out. Next, the cable is passed through the hole which is made on the lid of the water tank. We have to pull the full length of the cable out of it and then also pass the nut from the tank. Fully draw the cable right up to the hole. Now pass the top of the stem through the hole and tighten the nut. Accommodate the plastic hose also inside the gland before tightening so that it is sealed from any kind of rainwater. The two upper level sensors must be positioned in such a way that it is slightly below the overflow orifice of the tank. Next, the lower level sensor can be retracted or extended to use the maximum depth of the tank. Tighten the nut to ensure that there is no seepage of water into the measuring stem. Next, we will take a power cord with a female plug at the tip of it and then we will plug this into the controller. Keep the controller switch in the off position. Assume that the level stem is inside an empty tank. The upper and lower sensors are in their active positions. The signal connector is now coupled with the male connector of the controller. The upper level sensor and the bottom level sensor are all in their active positions because there is no water in the imaginary tank. Now the system is ready for switching on. We will switch on the power to the controller and as you can see there, the pump is immediately on. Now, as the water level rises and the bottom sensor is actuated by the level of water, the pump doesn't switch off, but when you initiate the upper level float, it will immediately turn off. Keep the bottom sensor raised and raise the upper level sensor, immediately the controller turns off. For testing the manual operation of the controller, keep the lower level sensor raised and then switch on the push button. Immediately the system goes on and as the water level rises to the upper level, it will cut off. Hi everyone. After we have completed the testing of the system, we will now proceed to the overhead tank for the installing of the level system. First we open the lid of the tank at the approximate center. We pierce a hole with a kitchen knife. Enlarge it to about 20 mm diameter using a round file. Now check the level of the overflow orifice and approximately project it to the tank. Place the stem with the tank and adjust. The upper level sensor to be slightly lower than the overflow orifice as already explained in the testing section. The stem is fixed to the lid as shown. The upper level sensors can be moved up or down to match the orifice level. Extend the lower level sensor to the desired depth inside the tank. Tighten the nut securely to avoid any water leakage. Now close the lid and proceed to lay the cable right up to the starter. The stem is fixed to the lid to enable future cleaning of the tank without any hindrance. The nut on the lid must be tightened with the transparent sealing hose provided. Use insulation tape for the further sealing. We are now at the electrical starter of the pump. As we open the shutter, we can see the incoming power line terminal. With the line tester, just confirm the phase and neutral lines of the incoming supply. Now switch off the mains and disconnect the incoming power at the terminal. Two pieces of power cables are provided with the controller, one with a male plug and another with a female. Now connect the female plug to the incoming power cable. Observe the correct color code for phase and neutral, with phase always red or brown and neutral blue or black. This female plug can now be coupled into its socket on the controller. Now connect the male plug to the terminal from where the incomer cable was removed. Male plug is also coupled into the controller. Finally, plug the control cable to its mating plug on the controller. Keep the starter switch permanently on forever. The mains are now switched on and the controller switch is also turned on. The system is now ready for the auto operation.